that you have three of your educators and mentors on the same platform. So there is Ashish sir, there's Amit sir, and there is me. So usually अभी तक जितने भी webinars हुए हैं, it's either been a VRC webinar or it's been a quant webinar or a DILR webinar. And but because of the response that we have gotten from those webinars, and the need of the hour is such that you need a plan for all the three sections simultaneously. So guys, I can see that some, okay, so this is being simultaneously on YouTube, telecasted on YouTube. So guys, जितने भी लोग YouTube पे है, also you can join the session. The link has been pinned. You can join the webinar as well. And okay, so in this webinar, each of us, first of all, will individually take you through the three sections. Like I will take you through the VRC section. I will tell you about the plan, the syllabus, how exactly should you go about it, what is your weekly timetable that you can follow for the VRC section, and I will be more than happy to take on your questions, okay? And then followed by Amit sir, and then followed by Ashish sir. So we'll go according to the order in the CAT examination itself. Okay, and let this session be a very interactive session, guys, because ultimately the purpose of this webinar and the purpose of having it on Zoom itself is so that you can also interact with all of us, and so that it's not just a one-way conversation. Okay, so yeah, please be as open with your doubts as possible. Okay, so yeah, once again, welcome everyone. Okay, so
गाइस एक
let's
बार
get
चैट पे कंफर्म कर दीजिए ना, if you guys can see us, hear us clearly.
yeah, yeah, I think we can. Someone says you're a fresher, Bhavya. Yes,
Yeah.
Jeet. Okay. Okay, yes. As the hello, hello. So guys, आपने बोला कि आप fresher हो. So yes, we are going to give in a beginner's roadmap itself here. That's the basic purpose of this webinar. So अगर आप fresher हो या आप preparation मतलब आपने start किए पर full fledged way में नहीं किए, थोड़ा gap आ गया है आपके preparation में. So whatever be the challenges, we're going to address it in today's session. Okay, so just give me a minute. I will just share. Yeah, so I hope all of you can see this. Okay, so before we go on to the week-wise plan, guys, okay, and you're free to tell me, I worked out a plan for both, let's say if you're a fresher or if you're a working professional, considering the time that you have and considering the number of hours that you can allocate. But before that, let me take you through the modules. See, guys, one very important thing that you have to understand is that VARC में generally students सोचते हैं कि मतलब जो पेपर पे दिखता है, like on the face of it, there are just two important modules. एक आरसी आता है 16 क्वेश्चंस, चार आरसीज आते हैं, 4 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं पर आरसी, एंड टोटली 16 क्वेश्चंस का आरसी का वेटेज होता है. एंड देन दे थिंक ओके देयर इज वर्बल रीजनिंग, तो उसमें पैरा जंबल्स आते हैं, ऑड वन आउट आता है, पैरा समरी आता है, एंड मतलब सेंटेंस प्लेसमेंट एक नया एरिया है जो आता है. So they think, okay, RC and these 4 topics, cool. So there's just 5 topics and I'm set. एंड सो तो वीआरसी के साथ कई बार ऐसे भी होता है कि थोड़ा सा सौतेला व्यवहार होता है, बिकॉज यू फील दैट देयर जस्ट 5 एरियाज 4 एरियाज, व्हाट मतलब इतना ज्यादा हम कर भी क्या सकते हैं, इट्स इजी. एनीवे वी नो इंग्लिश, वी टॉक इन इंग्लिश, वी रीड अ लिटिल बिट, वी वॉच मूवीज एंड स्टफ, तो सेट हो जाएगा. But that's not how it is, okay? And especially CAT is, they are ultimately going to select the future managers and CEOs of the company, so it's not that easy. Yes, I'll take up your doubts as well. So Shravan and everyone, just give me 2 minutes and then I'll open the discussion and then you guys can also participate. I just want to tell you the importance, guys, that there are actually 5 modules, okay? एंड जब तक आप ये 5 मॉड्यूल्स के लिए प्रिपेयर नहीं करोगे, योर VRC प्रिपरेशन इज इनकम्प्लीट. इफ यू आर समवन हु इज नॉट गेटिंग द एक्यूरेसी इन मॉक्स, और इफ यू आर समवन हु इज जस्ट स्टक विद योर प्रिपरेशन, आरसी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, वोकैबुलरी डिफिकल्ट लग रही है, इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, वेयर डू वी स्टार्ट, वेयर डू वी स्टार्ट, दैट्स द क्वेश्चन. गाइज, यू हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द 3 बेसिक प्रिपरेशन मॉड्यूल्स. Okay, so guys, as you can see, critical reasoning is very important. Okay, grammar, ठीक है, initially you don't want to start with grammar, fine, you can keep it a little bit on hold, but I want you to start with vocabulary and critical reasoning. अगर आप रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन को अगर आप ब्रेक डाउन भी करोगे तो बहुत सिंपल सी चीज है, 2 चीजें ही करनी है आपको, एक रीडिंग करना है, एक कॉम्प्रिहेंशन करना है. तो आप डेली रीडिंग करो, एक आर्टिकल पढ़ो, वो सेट है. कॉम्प्रिहेंशन के लिए यू हैव टू सॉल्व क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस. Okay, so I'll take up some doubts, guys. You can also write in the chat box. So Sushri says RC बन रही है, but PJ नहीं हो रहे हैं. Okay, I'll come to that. So guys, first, okay, if you're someone, I'll just address the RC bit. अगर आप ऐसे हो जिसको RCs में accuracy नहीं आ रही है, that's because your critical reasoning is not strong. I'll tell you a good source to prepare for critical reasoning. Of course, our classes are there. You have to join a batch. But just to begin with, if you also need a resource, आपको जानना है कि critical reasoning exactly क्या है. Hello Sia. So you can go to this GMAT का जो GMAT का official verbal review आता है. उसमें जो critical reasoning questions है, they are solid, they are golden for the CAT examination. So you can start solving them and you can join my classes, because in my classes I'll be starting off with the critical reasoning module even on YT. ठीक है, तो क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग बेसिक चीज है. अब अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि आपके पीजेज नहीं बन रहे, ठीक है, ऑड वन आउट नहीं बन रहा है, तो गाइज उसमें से सबसे ज्यादा एरर्स क्या आते हैं पता है? क्योंकि आपका ग्रामर स्ट्रांग नहीं है. यू जस्ट डू नॉट नो हाउ टू बिल्ड द सबसेट्स, क्योंकि वो कंजंक्शन के लिंक्स, नाउन प्रोनाउन के लिंक्स नहीं हो रहे. सो फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू सिटिंग हियर, first thing guys, please strengthen your vocabulary. Okay, you can watch my playlist, it's called complete vocabulary for cat. सिर्फ 6 घंटे का 7 घंटे का playlist है, उसमें आपकी complete vocabulary हो जाती है. It's available on our channel on YouTube. So vocabulary आपको strong करना है, डेली रीडिंग करना है, दैट इज वेरी क्रूशियल. ओके, क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग से स्टार्ट करना है, and then you can work upon the other areas. Okay, there's a pretty huge doubt, let me just take it up. I can see that most of you have specific queries, so I'll just take up those first. मैं नीट के लिए मिल सकती हूँ मैं नीट देने का. ओके, सो दिव्या, आई थिंक दिस इज फॉर कैट. सो ये वेबिनार नीट स्पेसिफिक नहीं है, दिस इज फॉर कैट. बट हाँ, टेक्स्ट बुक का नीट प्रेपरेशन के लिए भी एक अलग वर्टिकल है, अलग चैनल है, तो आप उस पर जा सकते हो और वहाँ के मेंटर से कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. बट दिस इज फॉर कैट. ओके, फॉर MB एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. Yes, Suryansh, modules and other resources start on quant. So if you're planning to join the batch, Suryansh, then the classes will be staggered, like it'll be scheduled accordingly. But yeah, you will have access to the test series, you will have access to the modules, you will have access to all the resources. And if you take the pro feature, pro subscription, you will have access to all the previous classes and all the previous batches as well. So we'll talk more about that. Quant ke liye, of course, Ashish sir will be the best to guide you on that, and he will take over soon. What is CAT? CAT is an MBA entrance examination. तो दिव्या, नीट के लिए आपको वो रेफर करना पड़ेगा, कैट 2026. इफ यू स्टार्टिंग कैट 2026 प्रेम, इनिशियली यू कैन स्टार्ट विद वोकैबुलरी, you can start with daily reading and critical reasoning, as I mentioned, these three things. And we have a CAT 2026 batch, MBA Prime batch, Mission IM batch. You can also take the Prime subscription, and we'll be showing you the details about the courses. From where to read, daily article reading के लिए नंदिनी and everyone guys, एक ये बहुत common question आता है students का कि हम daily reading कहाँ से करें. Someone will pick up the Hindu, someone will pick up the Times of India, someone will pick up the Economist, the Guardian, etc. But guys, I'll tell you one thing, अगर आप the Hindu और ये इसके editorials भी बहुत चलते हैं, but that is mainly for civil service examinations and for Indian based examinations like banking, SSC, etc. अगर आप कैट क्लियर करना चाहते हो, then please go through a source which is called All Daily. It's called Arts and Letters Daily, AL, All Daily. इस पे आपको रोज एक आर्टिकल मिलता है विच इज क्यूरेटेड फ्रॉम द बेस्ट रिसोर्सेज. तो इसमें आपको एऑन के भी आर्टिकल्स आएंगे, गार्डियन के भी आर्टिकल्स आएंगे, इकोनॉमिस्ट के भी आर्टिकल्स आएंगे. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ सर्चिंग हियर एंड देयर, इट इज जस्ट वन सोर्स. ओके, सो प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप उसको टारगेट करो, which is called All Daily, Arts and Letters Daily. Okay.
Man, some of the questions are in the Q&A part. Guys, also, since we can keep an eye only on one part where you can post questions, तो आप chat पर ही questions डाल दीजिए. Don't put it on the Q&A part.
Yeah. Then someone said, can I read a book named, see, guys, book reading is good, but honestly, with just 5 months left, less than 5 months left for the CAT examination, I wouldn't suggest book reading at this stage.
There is one question. Hello, everybody.
Okay, like if you're aiming for CAT 2026, go ahead, read books. Yeah.
Ritu ma'am, one of the students has asked, Arya has asked, can CAT 2025 be my goal starting from now?
Yeah.
So let's talk about something. Let's talk something about that, because the question
Sure.
is valid, very very much valid.
Sure. So guys, a lot of you might be thinking कि 5 महीने enough है या नहीं for the CAT examination. See, to be honest, it's tight. Okay, it is tight. That's to be honest. ठीक है, technically CAT is an examination जिसमें आपको थोड़ा सा ज्यादा टाइम चाहिए preparation के लिए, but it is doable. Okay, provided if you give in that effort. But one thing I would like to advise all of you is know where to start from. So A, know your syllabus completely. B, instead of just searching random sources, see guys, आप लोग खुद पे जिम्मा उठाओगे ना कि I will search for videos, I will search for content, I will watch this class from here, I will watch that class from here, I will study from this resource, which resources to buy, which books to buy, which what to purchase. That will take away a lot of your time and effort in those 5 months. So instead of doing all of this, it is pretty much doable. Join a batch, start say finish module wise. Like I said, okay, for example, I know that I have to make you start from, let's say, daily reading. Then I have to take you through critical reasoning. I will have to take you through vocabulary. आरसीएस कौन से करने हैं, कौन से लेवल के आरसीएस करने हैं, ग्रामर कौन सा करना है, मॉक्स कब देने हैं, सेक्शनल्स कब देना है, उसकी एनालिसिस कब करनी है. It's pretty much doable. Okay, and for that you basically have to like have a study plan in place and manage all the 3 sections well. So for that I would strongly suggest all of you to join a batch, but it is doable. And you just have to but focus more on testing. Concept clearance के लिए आप 1 महीना लगा सकते हो, but then later it should come. Like for VRC personally, concept clearance will take about 1 month. After that it's all about testing and it's all about mocks and PYQs, but it's pretty much doable. Okay, yes. A lot of you are not able to comprehend RC passages, para jumbles. That's one of the common questions that I'm getting, and you have a lot of gaps and dips. Okay. Okay, your questions are flowing in a very fast manner. I'm trying to take up all of them, but okay, guys, I hope I'll answer this question. I'll just complete a little bit on a general note. Okay, and other than that, if you have specific questions, you can also raise it later or you can reach out to me on Telegram. I'll just start with a general instruction, guys, for all of you on a beginner's roadmap. So please listen to this. CAT 2025 के लिए, if you're beginning and if you want a roadmap for VRC preparation, I would suggest that you please follow this particular plan. Okay, so this is a weekly plan. 1 minute. Yeah, so this is a weekly plan that you can follow. Okay, अगर आप देखोगे उसमें Monday to Saturday daily, I have written that you have to read 1 article daily. Not books for CAT 2025, not books. You have to read articles of CAT level, opinion columns, editorial columns. The source I have mentioned all daily. Second, guys, daily mandatory, वो जो yellow band में है, is 15 minutes of vocabulary through root words. You can go through my playlist, which is called Complete Vocabulary for CAT. Next cheese, guys, every week once, I would like you to dedicate your time to 25 CR questions, that is critical reasoning questions. That is very important, because if you don't do critical reasoning well, guys, your RC will suffer. Next cheese, at least 2 to 3 days a week, you have to take up RCs. And guys, the biggest mistake that students are doing with RC is why they are not getting the accuracy is कि वो लोग जब प्रैक्टिस करते हैं सिर्फ 1 RC लेते हैं, 2 RC लेते हैं और वो सोचते हैं कि कर लेंगे. गाइज, आपको एग्जाम में 4 RCs का स्टैमिना चाहिए. While practicing, at least take 3 RCs, analyze them well. Okay, regarding the strategy, technique of RCs, etc., we will discuss in my classes, so I will not spend more time on that, but focus on RCs. But to strengthen your RCs, please focus on critical reasoning. Twice a week, you can take up to 25 questions of para jumbles, odd one out, etc. Yes, para jumbles में सबका एक common question है कि subsets नहीं बन रहा है. Subsets नहीं बनेगा guys अगर आपका grammar strong नहीं है, vocabulary strong नहीं है, technique strong नहीं है. Self preparation will take you only so far. Attend classes, know the technique. That is very important. Okay, and if you feel like giving up, don't give up. I can honestly, sitting here, guarantee you 90% of the students till November, they don't get those para jumble subsets. You're not alone. Okay, that accuracy will build over time. Okay, and you will feel it, but you have to keep practicing regular questions. Okay, And at the same time, guys, please start giving, because you're just starting with your preparation. Of course, you can't have mocks and sectionals, but you can have practice exercises. And for VRC, guys, honestly, you can start with practice sets right away, because it's not something that you need a lot of concept clearance, etc. You just need the right techniques. So you can start with these sectionals and mocks right away. Okay. Yes, Rishi, to talk to me personally, you can reach out to me on Telegram personally. I would be able to take up your doubts. अगर आपको कुछ, जैसे मैंने कुछ कमेंट्स पढ़े हैं, सबको ये बोल रहा है मुझे पॉलिटिकल आरसी समझ में नहीं आ रहे, वो बोरिंग लग रहा है. गाइस, एक तो ये बोरिंग का चक्कर हटा दो. आई मीन, व्हाट इज बोरिंग नाउ? Obviously this is not something interesting, right? I mean, nobody would want to read these RCs for fun. Okay, so if you're driven, you really want to give the cat this year, you can give it. Have your goal in mind. Okay, set down, guys, these few months which are left, and it's nothing like boring. If you know you want to get into those colleges, you will put in that effort. Okay, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, then you might find it boring. If you're doing it for the right reasons, you won't find it boring. So boring lag raha hai, jo bhi lag raha hai, bore ho jao, it's okay. These few months get bored, it's fine. But you have to read daily. Okay, please make sure to read daily one article from All Daily. Critical reasoning में problem आती है, Jeet. I'm going to start a critical reasoning series next week. It's going to be on RC and critical reasoning, so all of you can join it. Okay, I think I have overshot my bit of time. I will come back and I will talk to you if there are any specific questions on verbal. I'm right here. But I'm sure that you have more doubts concerning other two sections as well, which are equally important. So over to you, sir, Amit sir, and then Ashish sir.
Okay. Hi, folks. How are you all doing? So I can recognize a lot of you from our YT classes and master classes. How are you all doing, guys? My name is Amit Surana. For the ones who don't know, I train people for DILR. Uh, right, Ritu ma'am, मैं share कर देता हूँ screen.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing.
हाँ. All right, folks. So let's start talking about this. Is it possible for me to? Can you guys, ma'am, screen दिख रहा है क्या मेरा?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So can I score 99th percentile in DILR or not? Let's quickly go through this. Hi, folks. Badhiya. All good, man. Thank you so much. All right. So let's talk about this. First, let's begin talking about what's the syllabus for DILR for the ones who are not aware of it. There are basically two parts. The title, the section ka title itself tells you that it's DI and LR, which is data interpretation and logical reasoning. But then there are a few topics जिसको मैं ना DI ना LR, I call them as LR based DI on मैं उनको डालता हूँ वहाँ पर. Right. So there are about 14 topics जिनमें I have comprised all that could be asked in CAT DILR. तो ये 14 topics हैं, right? The purpose behind this entire session is going to be to help you answer all the questions that you have with regards to DILR and to give you a proper roadmap of what you can do in the time that's left for you. Yeah. कैट क्लियर होने के लिए प्रीवियस ईयर का कितना इम्पोर्टेंस है और कितने मार्क्स इनफ है ऐसे क्लियर करने के लिए? Sharwan, I think you're asking previous year questions. So yes, previous year questions are very important for you for two reasons. One, they give you a good idea of how CAT is going to be like. आपका CAT 25 कैसे होने वाला है and what you could expect. And number two, they give you a very good amount of practice. And these practice में you don't have to sit and wonder कि क्या ये CAT level के questions हैं, क्या ऐसा पूछता है CAT. So that kind of answers your question. Yeah. Hi, जीत क्लासेस जो है दोनों पे चलती है बेटा. वी हैव क्लासेस गोइंग ऑन, तीनों पे चलती है. इनफैक्ट वी हैव थ्री प्लेटफॉर्म्स वेयर वी टीच. वन इज यूट्यूब वेयर वी डू रेगुलर लाइव क्लासेस and we put strategies videos and academic videos on the video section of the YouTube channel as well. इसके अलावा यूट्यूब के अलावा ऑन द टेक्स्टबुक प्लेटफॉर्म वी डू फ्री क्लासेस जहाँ पे वी हैव मास्टर क्लासेस दैट अगेन वी डू इट वंस एवरी डे एंड देन वी हैव द पेड क्लासेस एज वेल, द एंटायर बैच दैट वी आर रनिंग. ओके. काफी है शिवम, good enough beta. 17 to 24, that's about 8 years. Yeah, good enough, good enough. More than I think you're covering more than 20 papers, around 20 papers. That's a good number of sets that you're practicing. Good to go beta. Chalo, so let's get ahead. Let's answer a couple more questions. My screen is oversized. ऐसा हो रहा है क्या मैम सर? Because I
Isn't
can't
it
see मैं क्या
appearing
share
fine?
कर रहा हूँ.
It
To
looks
me, it
fine to
appears
me.
fine.
Looks fine to
Yeah,
me as
okay.
well.
Then maybe आप अपना maybe you maximized it or something. तो मेरे को पिन कर दो जहाँ पे वीडियो आ रहा है ना, जहाँ पे मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ. Just click on that and pin it so that it becomes easy for you to see. Okay. चलो perfect. So here's a good split up of how DI and LR have been over the years. मैंने 2018 से 24 तक करा है, right? That's 7 years of data here. कि आउट ऑफ द टोटल क्वेश्चंस कितने एलआर से आते हैं, कितने डीआई से आते हैं, सो दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड कि डीआई वर्सेस एलआर में कोई एक चीज इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. बोथ आर इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इट्स समथिंग अनप्रेडिक्टेबल दैट समथिंग दैट यू कांट गेस कि कौन सा ज्यादा आएगा किस साल. So if you look at 2024, 22 questions में से 13 questions were DI and only remaining 9 questions were LR based. But 2023 में अगर आप देखोगे तो out of 20 questions, 8 भी direct DI से नहीं था. Most of them were direct LR or LR based DI. So that itself gives you an answer कि दोनों में से you don't have to choose and please don't choose. Don't start focusing on कि मेरे को मेरा DI strong है मैं सिर्फ DI कर लूँ क्या LR छोड़ दूँ, या मेरा LR strong है मैं सिर्फ LR कर दूँ DI छोड़ दूँ. Please don't do that. Yeah. Let's quickly jump to the roadmap that I have for the upcoming 5 months. This is starting from July because let's be honest, June to beat gaya hai na. So now we have July. In these 5 months, you can split this up into 2 parts. One would be a 3.5 month period जहाँ पे आप concepts और practice कर रहे हो, and the other 1.5 months which is your last आखिरी के 1.5 महीने where you're doing previous year questions and mocks, right? So your aim is कि इन 3.5 महीनों में you have to cover everything that there is in DI, in LR and LR based DI. And trust me, it's not going to be very difficult because we have everything at a single place. एक जगह पे सब कुछ रख रखा है. We'll also show you where you can find basic concepts, where you can find basic level practice, intermediate level practice, advanced level practice, and soon we'll be starting with previous year questions also, so that आपको सब कुछ एक ही जगह पर मिल जाए and you don't have to search for it here and there. ठीक है? So starting from July, start off with logical reasoning, and I usually suggest people to start off with logical reasoning क्योंकि pure DI, direct DI पूछना बंद कर दिया है, right? In fact, has drastically reduced. जो DI आता भी है उसमें भी हल्का सा LR mix आता है, right? So you have to get good with LR, and this will also give you enough time to get comfortable with math, right? Quant आपका strong होना चाहिए to do DI. तो इसीलिए मैंने LR से चालू है. Then you do DI in the month of August. In September you can focus on LR based DI, and then October में you can do a mixed practice of all of these concepts together, right? Mind you, सिर्फ concepts नहीं है, concepts के साथ साथ practice भी है, right? So parallelly make sure कि आप practice करते रहें. जो आप जुलाई में करते हो, it doesn't stop with जुलाई. जुलाई के बाद अगस्त में भी आपको वो करना है. सेम वे सितंबर में भी करना है, सो दैट यू डोंट फॉरगेट एनी ऑफ द अप्रोचेस, एनी ऑफ द से डीआई में जो स्पेसिफिक फॉर्मूलाज होते हैं, एजीआर, सीएजीआर, ये सारी चीजें आप भूल ना जाओ. ठीक है? And then in the last 1.5 months, you can get on with previous year questions, mocks, and proper analysis of everything. This is specifically for people who are starting now. Now, most of the people who've been, following us for a long time, आप लोग already बेसिक्स तो क्लियर कर ही लिए होगे, इंटरमीडिएट भी क्लियर कर लिए होगे. एंड अगर आप मेरे साथ फियरलेस सीरीज कर रहे हो, या इसके पहले अल्टीमा सीरीज कर रहे थे, या एलिवेट कर रहे थे, प्रोडिजी कर रहे थे, सो आई नो यू आर comfortable with practice and you're comfortable with the sets as well. So now would be a very good time for you to jump on the mock horse. mock देना चालू कर दो, so that you understand where you stand, आपका क्या strong point है, क्या weak point है, कहाँ पे आपको changes करने हैं, क्या strategy आपको workout करना है, टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है, कितने सेट्स आपको आंसर करने चाहिए, सो ऑन सो, ठीक है. So this is the planner that you can use. I'm not able to apply logic while solving questions in DILR. Brunali, that basically is the most important thing. After reading and understanding the question, the second step becomes to apply logic so that you can answer the questions, right? So that you can fill up what's vacant, what is required to be found, and you find that. So ये logic जो है is not something that you can learn overnight. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of reinforcement on the basics as well. तो आपका basics अगर strong होगा तभी आप ये logic लगा पाएंगे. And most of your questions can be answered just by one word practice. अगर आप लगातार practice करते रहोगे, then you can get your DILR in line. Mind you, you don't have to be a master at DILR unless and until आप टेक्स्ट बुक ज्वाइन करने की सोच रहे हो, जहाँ पे आप मेरे साथ या मेरी जगह पे DILR पढ़ाना चाहते हैं. You don't have to be great at it. You just have to be able to survive through the section, right? जो 40 minutes है, and see, it is, I don't know if it's strategically placed like that. It is right after VARC and right before QA. मतलब if you spend all your energy, all your will in DILR, तो quant में आप हल्के पड़ जाओगे, and that's a common complaint that we hear from students who've given CAT, right? And we also give CAT every year, and we also feel that. तो ये चीज़ आपको थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा on how to manage your time and get comfortable with all three sections, ठीक है. समय से सीटिंग अरेंजमेंट में कभी कभी क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग हो जाता है. शिवम, ओके, वन, सीटिंग अरेंजमेंट बहुत बेसिक है बेटा. अगर इसमें आपके क्वेश्चंस रॉन्ग हो रहे हैं, मतलब यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द प्रॉपर प्रोसेस ऑफ सॉल्विंग अ DILR सेट. तो अगर आप नोटिस करोगे हमारे वीडियोस में, आई नॉर्मली टेल यू दैट देयर इज अ स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस इन व्हिच इफ यू सॉल्व, chances of making a mistake, at least with answering the questions, drastically कम हो जाता है. So if you have to read the intro part first, फिर आप हाइड एनालिसिस करते हो, उसके बाद आप कंडीशंस पढ़ते हो, एंड देन यू सॉल्व इट, राइट? डोंट मेस अप द ऑर्डर थोड़ा सा भी आप ऊपर नीचे कर देते हो, that's when you fall for unnecessary traps and make mistakes with the questions. This applies not only for seating arrangement, for any DILR set, okay? Sir, I'm starting everything from absolute zero. What should I do? I'll give mock CAT in November and final. अच्छा, you're giving it in 26. Yeah, चारवी अगर आप 26 में दे रहे हो, guys, anyone who's giving it in 26, be it चारवी, be it सक्षम, जो लोग आप 26 में दे रहे हो, you don't have to panic. You have ample amount of time. Now would be a very good time for you to start with the core basics. So DILR is, to be honest, is not an original section, right? It's a good mix of VARC and quant. अगर आपका language comprehension skills अच्छे हैं और आपका math अच्छा है, तो then you can crack DILR, provided आप थोड़ा सा, this is 10% is DILR को originality, बाकी जो है 45 taken from VARC and quant. So now would be a very good time for you to. हाँ sir.
इसी पॉइंट पे आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड, इनफैक्ट आई वुड लाइक टू रिमाइंड कि 2017 के पहले DILR वाज नॉट एन इंडिपेंडेंट सेक्शन, इनफैक्ट
सेक्शन एट ऑल, करेक्ट, यस.
हाँ, तो DI यूज्ड टू कम अंडर QA, सो QA DI वाज अ सेक्शन एंड LR यूज्ड टू फीचर अंडर VA, so VALR was another section. Yes, I thought I should mention this.
करेक्ट, राइट टाइम टू मेंशन दैट कि 2017 में ही पैटर्न चेंज हुआ था व्हेन DILR became a separate section. इसके पहले separate section नहीं था. It was a part of QA separately, जहाँ पे सिर्फ DI आता था, and LR में भी verbal LR ज़्यादा आता था than these logical reasoning things. But yes, so this should show you कि if you want to get good with DILR, start working on your language, start working on the math, you'll slowly see improvement there. ठीक है? Approx how many questions should be solved in exam? Brunali, over the years we have noticed that अगर आप आधा, so let's say अगर 20 questions पूछे हैं, तो अगर आप 10 questions and a few more answer करते हो, 10 से 12 questions अगर आप answer करते हो, then that's easy 98th percentile. Yeah. Sir, I watched only 2 lectures of arrangements and then I tried some questions from other source for them, but I got stuck. Nandini, so maybe try no, not just watching the lectures, but also try practicing a bit. Thoda practice karo. It will take you some time better to get into the groove. That's the major part with LRDI, right? कि आपको concepts पता तो होते हैं कि हाँ left का मतलब क्या है, second to the left क्या होता है, facing north south क्या होता है, but then placing them in the questions at that moment becomes a difficult task. So maybe try practicing a little bit with the help, and then try doing it on your own. Yeah. Okay, I'll take a couple more questions, guys, and then I'll hand it over to Ashish, sir. Is it true that recently in the exam, these trends tend to be less DI, more LR? Suryansh, I think I've answered that question. I beautifully, क्योंकि ये question बहुत frequently आता है, तो मैंने I've put it in the form of a graph itself. So here is the split up of DI and LR. Yes, over the years we have seen direct DI पूछना बंद कर दिया है. Because early 2000s अगर आप देखोगे 2000s till 2014-15 I think on screen calculator भी नहीं होता था, तो calculation in itself became a tough task for people. तो फिर डायरेक्ट DI पूछना बनता भी था. अभी डायरेक्ट DI पूछते हैं तो it becomes useless because डेटा आपके सामने पड़ा रहता है, कैलकुलेशन आप कैलकुलेटर से करते हो, तो that's basically just an Excel sheet doing a work, right? तो डायरेक्ट DI पूछना बंद कर दिया है, but 2023 is the answer for all of these. Sorry, 24 is an answer कि DI is not stopped, but yes, more leaning towards LR, and DI भी जब आता है तब LR based DI आता है. Yeah. सर टेस्ट बुक पर क्लासेस कहाँ मिलेंगे? हाय जीत, are you talking about the paid batch बेटा? So we have an announcement coming soon. If you can wait for, सर वेट करवाते हैं सर मैम, या चलो ये सेशन के एंड पे बता देते हैं, आपको इतना क्या वेट करवाना है ना. Half of the paper done correct, a stop 1%, close enough beta. Varun, close enough. Yeah. 98 plus, that is top 2%, you can definitely get by answering half of the paper correct. Make sure it's not just about the attempts, but the accuracy also. Yeah. Is MBA Accelerator program has all lectures for free? I'll let Ashish sir answer that. Chalo, I'll let Ashish sir take over now. Thank you so much, folks. If you have any queries, keep posting them. Yeah. Okay, Ashish sir, over to you.
I am sharing my screen.
Varun, yes, Varun. 98th percentile, just to be safe, 98th percentile. That varies from section to section, but in DILR, that's for sure.
My screen visible, right?
Anji sir.
Okay. There's some lag on my. Okay, fine. Okay, so I was going. Continuing to the question, the last student asked, MBA accelerator program में, most of the features are free. I mean, MBA accelerator program is what? हम लोग वहाँ पर आपको we give you some poll. अच्छा guys, आपको poll मिल रहा होगा screen पे. Fill, do it. Okay. MBA accelerator program में ना, we cover most of the important concepts from QA, DLR and verbal. We share them for free. उस पे आपको practice questions मिलते हैं the very next day. आपको एक टेस्ट लेने का भी मौका मिलता है. बट अगर आप पूरे एग्जाम के प्रिपरेशन की बात करोगे तो दैट इज प्रीटी डिफिकल्ट. यू आर नॉट गोना प्रिपेयर द एंटायर एग्जामिनेशन ओनली ऑन एमबीए एक्सेलरेटर. दैट्स अ प्रोग्राम एक्चुअली. वो प्रमोट करता है कि हाउ थिंग्स आर ऑन एक्चुअल टेक्स्ट बुक प्लेटफॉर्म. सो ये उसका एक छोटा सा वर्जन है कि एक्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म पे आपको ये चीजें मिलेंगी और इससे कहीं ज्यादा चीजें मिलेंगी. So if you want to do full-fledged preparation, I would strongly recommend to go with any one of the subscriptions, maybe Prime, maybe Pro. I would strongly recommend Pro for that. Okay. Also, when sir was talking to you, I was going through your questions, and most of the questions revolved around 2-3 basic crux जो था उनका. First of all was कि I'm a working professional. Can I crack in 5 months? Can I crack it in 5 months? Is it good to buy course right now? Can I crack it in 5 months? So ma'am has already said that it's tight. हाँ, it's tight. And yes, प्रिपरेशन की बात करें, प्रिपरेशन के एंगल से बात करें, तो यू डोंट हैव टाइम टू जगल बिटवीन डिफरेंट यूट्यूब वीडियोस नाउ टू फिगर आउट द राइट वन. बिकॉज अगर आप इस स्टेज पर हो कि यू आर स्टिल लुकिंग फॉर द राइट videos or right set of videos, or let's say right coaching institute, तो guys you should get enrolled yourself right now. क्योंकि अगर आप अभी भी इस स्टेज पर हो, अगर आपने स्टार्ट किया प्रिपरेशन तो ठीक है, यू कैन गो टू वेज. But you have been searching for something for quite some time now. So guys, you are the one who need some proper guidance. So I would strongly recommend कि get yourself enrolled somewhere and start preparing in a structured way. But having said that, if you are preparing on your own, self study कर रहे हैं, अगर self study कर रहे हैं तो भी guys, you need to be very clear with the structure that you are going to follow. One of the students was constantly asking on YouTube कि सर मुझे 90 परसेंटाइल लाने के लिए क्यूए में कितना मार्क्स लाना पड़ेगा. सो ऑन स्क्रीन आई हैव द डिटेल्ड मार्क्स फॉर ऑल द परसेंटाइल्स, राइट फ्रॉम 100 टू 85 टू 100 फॉर 2024, 2023, 22 एंड 21. ये मैं बार बार आपको दिखाता हूँ. इनफैक्ट आपको ना ये ऐसे जो डेटाज है नॉट ओनली फॉर क्यूए बट डीएलआर एंड वर्बल एज वेल, ये निकाल के आप लोग आपके टेबल पे चिपका लो कि how much marks you need to score to score, how much marks you need to score to reach these specific percentiles. तो अगर आपका 90 परसेंटाइल टारगेट है तो मेरक मेरक was the student. If 90 percentile is your target, just a sec. Yeah. If 90 percentile is your target, guys, you need to score somewhere around 17-18 marks. 17-18 marks is hardly 6 questions out of 22 possible questions that would be asked in QA section. तो एक तो अपना टारगेट थोड़ा सा हाई करो. ओके, बिकॉज अभी से अगर आप 5-6 क्वेश्चंस का टारगेट लेके चल रहे हो, लेट यू बी एट एनी स्टेज ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन, आपको कुछ भी नहीं आता है, इफ यू आर एट जीरो एज वेल बट यू आर एन एवरेज स्टूडेंट, तो भी यू कैन स्कोर अप टू, यू कैन सॉल्व हाफ ऑफ द पेपर एटलीस्ट. तो आपका बार थोड़ा सा हाई रखो. एंड फॉर द रेफरेंस यू हैव दिस परसेंटाइल्स ऑन ऑन योर स्क्रीन राइट नाउ. सिलेबस की बात करें अगर क्या सिलेबस है, कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है, तो आई हैव दैट स्लाइड एज वेल हियर. आई विल जस्ट गेट इट डन. ओके, अच्छा, सिलेबस के पहले दिस अनदर स्लाइड व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Breakup, which module has what weightage in actual examination. So I have taken it for last 5 years. Slot 1 is the reference. So you guys can see कि arithmetic algebra, they clearly dominate over the remaining modules. So I would strongly recommend कि you should start with arithmetic. Arithmetic start करो. Having said that, you have 20 weeks. 5 months is 20 weeks, right? 20 weeks से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, but let's say 20 weeks. 20 weeks में you should assign 4 weeks to first 4 weeks to arithmetic. You should start with arithmetic, nothing else. Okay, if you're starting now, why arithmetic? Because we have already done arithmetic in our school days, and it's the same topics. परसेंटेजेस है, रेशियोज है, टाइम एंड वर्क है, सिंपल एंड कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट है, एवरेजेस है, मिक्सचर्स, एलिगेशंस है. गो विथ अरिथमेटिक, गो विथ अलजेब्रा. अलजेब्रा अनदर 3 weeks, तो 4 से 7 weeks, and 2 major modules are taken care of. And trust me, if you work in the right direction, तो 4 weeks में you can get hold of arithmetic concepts with enough practice. And same goes for algebra in 3 weeks. 7 weeks में you get to cover up to 60-65% of the syllabus. And then you can go for geometry, 3 modules, another 2 weeks. So this is 9 weeks, and at this point of time you can start with your mocks, right? So 9 weeks is like 2 months, 2.5 months from now. After 2.5 months you can start mocks. I strongly recommend you should start mocks once you are done with 60% of your syllabus at least. उसके पहले अगर आपको मॉक देना है तो attempt 1 or 2 mocks only to figure out where you stand, but don't be too much hopeful from those mocks. Mocks should be properly attempted with proper strategy once you are done with at least 60% of your syllabus. उसके पहले मॉक देने का मतलब is complete wastage of your time, precious time, not time but precious time. Okay. Syllabus. Now if you talk about syllabus, so you can see a standard syllabus on your screen. arithmetic, the 5 modules, the 5 pillars of quant. Arithmetic is there, algebra is there, geometry is there, number system is there, and then modern mathematics is there. Topic wise में number of questions that I would recommend if you're starting now, because you don't have enough time. आप हर एक topic में master नहीं बन सकते, so don't play that game. What you need to do कि आप attend कोई भी topic उठा, let's say arithmetic में percentages is a topic. Watch relevant theory. You need to watch it. I wouldn't recommend कि आप उसको कहीं से पढ़ो. I would recommend कि watch it. If you are enrolled somewhere, that's best. If you are enrolled anywhere, so guys, all of your problem is solved, because the best content that you can get, the best researched content that you can get is with some coaching institute. Okay, because उनका हमारा जो ये कंटेंट होता है, बहुत हमने रिसर्च करके बनाया होता है, बहुत फिल्टर करके और स्ट्रक्चर्ड तरीके से हमने बनाया होता है, ठीक है. तो अगर इफ यू आर enrolled somewhere, तो आपका तो प्रॉब्लम इज सॉल्व. बट इफ यू आर वर्किंग ऑन योर ओन, तो पिक एनी टॉपिक, उसका रिलेवेंट थियरी देखो फ्रॉम एनीवेयर, जहां पे भी आपको ट्रस्ट है, ठीक है. इवन वी हैव कम अप विद स्क्रैच बैच ऑन यूट्यूब व्हिच इज कंप्लीटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, wherein we have covered all of these topics in detail. तो आप वहां से भी देख सकते हैं. दैट विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट. एंड सॉल्व एनीवेयर बिटवीन 30 to 50 क्वेश्चंस. डिपेंड्स ऑन द ग्रेविटी ऑफ द टॉपिक. अगर टॉपिक बहुत डीप है, लाइक टाइम एक्सपोनेंशियल डिस्टेंस है, सॉल्व अप टू 50 क्वेश्चंस. अगर टॉपिक छोटा है, SICI है, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस है, तो यू कैन सॉल्व अप टू 30, 35, 40 क्वेश्चंस. ओके. So based on the gravity of the topic, solve 30 to 50 questions, and in this way try to cover the entire syllabus one time. If you don't want to cover the entire syllabus, you want to skip couple of modules, that works. Strategically, you can skip any one of number system or modern mathematics. And when I say skip number system or modern mathematics, I mean कि आप उनका basic structure वाले question solve कर लो. Basics question, don't leave them completely. एटलीस्ट गो थ्रू द टॉपिक्स, जैसे हम लोग एग्जाम के पहले एक रात पहले पढ़ते थे, उस तरीके से करके डू दैट वंस. एक बार देख लो बेसिक बेसिक क्वेश्चंस कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं. डोंट स्किप देम कंप्लीटली, बिकॉज यू नेवर नो कि किस टॉपिक से डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन आ जाए, किस टॉपिक से इजी क्वेश्चन आ जाए. लास्ट ईयर नंबर सिस्टम से एक बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन आ गया था, जिसे टेक्निकली इट इज सेड कि वहां से थोड़ा ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन आता है. रिमाइंडर थ्योरम का बहुत बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन आ गया था. जिसने बहुत बेसिक क्वेश्चन भी करा होगा ना, वो भी 3 marks लेकर घर गया नंबर सिस्टम्स में. Arithmetic is generally considered to be scoring, but again, arithmetic you can create difficult questions as well. So I would strongly recommend कि कुछ भी छोड़ना नहीं है. हाँ, you can work more on arithmetic, algebra and geometry, but don't skip completely number system and modern mathematics. Check कुछ standard questions, do solve them. Okay. You cannot see the chat. If sir chat में अगर कुछ बच्चे question कर रहे हैं, तो if you want to pitch in, I would strongly request my colleagues की pitch in if you see any relevant question of students. Okay. No, I'm not able to see chat right now. Why?
हाँ सर, आप वो शेयर कर रहे हो ना, स्क्रीन तो नहीं दिखेगा. आई एम टेकिंग क्वेश्चंस, अगर कुछ आता है लेके.
ठीक है, ठीक है. एंड और भी क्वेश्चन जो मैंने देखा था, स्टडी इज बोरिंग, तो इट इज डैम बोरिंग. मतलब आई नेवर फाउंड इट, नाइदर व्हेन आई वाज स्टूडेंट नॉर आई वाज टीचिंग. आई मीन इट्स वेरी बोरिंग, बट व्हाट नीड्स टू बी डन हैज टू बी डन. ओके, कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है हमारे पास. दिस इज द लाइफ दैट वी हैव चूजन. नोबडी हैज पुट इट ऑन अस. Okay, resources देखो, again if you talk about resources now, I think my colleagues will also agree on this. The best resources are with coaching institutes, the best. So if you are not enrolled anywhere, try to get your hands on the coaching materials if your friends are willing to share it. If not, if you are working on your own, so quant में you have 4 standard textbooks. Pick any one of them. Go with either Arun Sharma or Sarvesh K. Verma or Nishit K. Sinha, or the fourth one is Gautam Puri. Pick any one of them and उसको solve करो. I believe same goes with VARC and DILR as well. So resources ज़्यादा भागने की जरूरत नहीं है. For self-study students, you have classes on Scratch Patch on YouTube, completely free of cost. All the basic classes. वहाँ से basic classes देख लो, and any standard books you pick and solve them religiously.
So I would like to add in here, एक बहुत common problem है which a lot of students are facing now. Like those who have already started and they're giving mocks. They say that practice में उनको result आता है, but when they give mocks या online जब वो लोग जाते हैं उनको result नहीं आता है. One thing I would like to suggest all of you, especially for VRC, is try as far as possible to use online resources. because when you shift from the book in VRC, this problem happens when you shift from the book to the online, let's say mocks, and because it's a computer based test, it creates a lot of difference in terms of reading RCs, and वो बहुत problem आता है फिर. So initially ही जब आप VRC के लिए start करते हो, please focus more on online resources, like invest in that, like a good laptop or whatever, and then you please read it online. Otherwise, it's going to, even when you're reading articles, try as far as possible to read it online. Otherwise, बहुत मुश्किल होगा later. And someone also asked a question कि जो हमारा scratch patch है, is it sufficient? And can they just go through the scratch patch and just give marks? I would like to say that the scratch patch, as the name suggests, is just scratch. Okay, it's the basic classes wherein we have given you a complete download of the concepts, basic practice exercises. But in addition to that, guys, because CAT is such an examination where you would also need advanced level practice and medium level practice. So I would strongly suggest ki apart from the scratch patch, see YouTube, be it our channel, be it any channel, please use it as a supporting source. It's mainly for daily practice, getting your techniques right, daily dose of exercises. Apart from that, guys, it's very important that you go through the concepts in detail, advanced level practice, different question variations, possibilities, PYQs, etc. So all of that needs to be done apart from YouTube and the scratch patch. So that's why, as sir said also, please join a batch. That is very important. Start से finish जहाँ पे आपका syllabus अच्छे से complete हो जाए. Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, if you are working on your own, guys, देखो, there are many ways in which you can lose the track of your preparation. Okay, it's very important. एक बहुत important चीज क्या है कि you need a proper mentor. When I say mentor, I don't mean कि कोई faculty होना चाहिए. If there is some faculty, it's very good. If not, you need somebody in your family, your friends, or somebody from your college, or some senior जिसने already crack कर रखा है, has already gone down to that path and willing to help you. क्योंकि if you are preparing for CAT 2025, QA में at least, and DLR also, I know very well, QA and DLR में you'll come across doubts and problems and confusions every single day. अगर नहीं आ रहा है मतलब you're not working in the right direction. CAT is such an examination ना कि आपको daily आएंगे doubts. So you need somebody to help you throughout. You need some mentor, and there is only one thing that will help you. But I mean, there is one answer to hundreds of your questions, hundreds of your doubts. Is practice. You need to practice. Sir, मेरा speed नहीं बन रहा है. The answer is practice. Sir, मुझसे arithmetic के question नहीं लग रहा है. Answer is practice. Sir, geometry में इधर अटक रहा है. Answer is practice. और कोई दूसरा उसका टिकड़म या ट्रिक या टिप्स नहीं है. Practice is the only key for DLR as well and for quant as well. And एक चीज मैं आपको एक डेटा बताना चाहूंगा. I know Amit Surana sir and Ritu Dudhoria ma'am. Our history goes long back. ऑनलाइन आने से पहले हम लोग ऑफलाइन में भी थे, सेम इंस्टीट्यूट में, अलग अलग जगह पे, बट वी वर वर्किंग इन द सेम इंस्टीट्यूट. एंड बेस्ड ऑन द इनफ्लो ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, guys, अभी 5 महीने हैं, and you know what, if we leave a small chunk of students, 70% of the students have not seriously started their preparation yet. At least 70% of the students, seriously, I am talking about serious candidates. ठीक है, अभी लोग जग रहे हैं. So and because we are students, हमारा ऐसा ही है, we wake up at the last moment, and then some of us work hard and some of us keep on daydreaming. So yes, starting now, most of us, you will be starting now. It can be done in 5 months, ठीक है, but you don't have time to wander here and there. You don't have time to juggle between different institute free videos or different YouTube videos. उसका time नहीं है. अगर आपने time को आप बहुत ही रिसोर्सफुली रिसोर्स को अच्छे से allocate करोगे, तो it is manageable in 5 months. You can score more than 99 percentile in given 5 months का preparation. Okay. Yes, that's it from my side. I don't see anything else. कुछ questions अगर है आपके तो
शिवम
feel
का
free
एक
to ask.
क्वेश्चन है कैट की अरिहंत की बुक फॉलो कर रहा हूँ क्वांट के लिए, that's okay. अरिहंत
Pardon, sir?
पब्लिकेशंस की.
Pardon, sir, repeat the question. सुना नहीं.
शिवम्स क्वेश्चन है, सर मैं कैट के अरहंत की बुक, अरिहंत पब्लिकेशन
अरिहंत
है
के बुक्स फॉलो कर रहा हूँ.
या
I mean, it's also a pretty standard book. You can follow that as well. कोई दिक्कत नहीं. It is as good as Arun Sharma, as good as Sarvesh K. Verma. Okay, you can follow that. ठीक है, and trust on the book. Now, if you have bought Arihant, if you want to get the best out of it, trust on it and solve every single question. ये जितना कर सकते हो, ठीक है, it's good enough. No issues with that, provided you are working on your own. The only thing that can beat that book is any coaching institute material. That's it. Any else questions do we have? Okay. Sir, do we have any upcoming batches? तो अगर आपके पास कोई होगा promotional slide तो एक बार दिखा दो इनको. You are on mute, sir.
ऋतु मैम आप करेंगे क्या शेयर?
Anyone?
So I have about the okay. So आप जो time yeah.
I'm stopping it. I'm stopping to share my screen. How to strengthen our weak subjects? देखो, there would be one particular section, either QA or VA or DILR, that would be weak, most weak, ठीक है, weakest of all. तो यहाँ पे what I would suggest, I mean it depends on person to person, student to student, बट एक आप ऐसा करो कि आपके दिन को ना दो पार्ट में डिवाइड कर लो, मॉर्निंग हाफ एंड इवनिंग हाफ. लेट्स से अप टू 2 PM मॉर्निंग हाफ, 2 PM के बाद इवनिंग हाफ. तो जो आपका वीक टॉपिक है ना, उसको मॉर्निंग हाफ में डेली करो. जैसे इफ यू फाइंड क्यूए वीक, तो टेक क्यूए डेली ऑन डेली बेसिस इन द मॉर्निंग हाफ, एंड इवनिंग हाफ में ना ऑल्टरनेट बिटवीन वीएआरसी एंड डीआईएलआर. इफ यू फाइंड डीएलआर इज डिफिकल्ट, तो डीआईएलआर को डेली लो मॉर्निंग हाफ में, एंड इवनिंग में यू कैन ऑल्टरनेट बिटवीन वीएआरसी एंड क्यूए. So in this way you can work more on your weaker section and strengthen it. Obviously you need to follow the right resources in that particular time. ये भी important है.
So I think you should first start off knowing कि आपका कौन सा actual में strong है, कौन सा weak है section.
Right.
So for that we already have this all India mock test that is live already. तो आप ये चालू कर सकते हो. This will give you a real cat का feel आपको देगा. Yes, you will understand कि कैसा दिखता है, क्या questions है, कैसे आंसर करना है, टाइम कैसे मैनेज करना है, एंड आपको ये भी समझ में आ जाएगा कि आपका क्या स्ट्रेंथ है, क्या what's your strength, what's your weakness, ये सब आपको पता चल जाएगा. So you can
KMT is
start
live
off
now as well, ना? अभी live भी है in fact.
Live है, yeah, it's live till Monday, but I won't recommend you to wait till Monday. आज का दिन तो शायद खत्म हो गया, but if you have the energy, give it now, or otherwise plan 2 hours for tomorrow. 2 घंटे का slot free रखो where you can definitely go ahead and do this. And as a as a way to help you with the analysis, हम लोग Monday को evening 5 PM ऋतु मैम VRC का लेके आएंगी, आशीष सर 7 PM लेके आएंगे, और क्वांट का और DILR का मैं 9 PM पे लेके आऊँगा, to help you with the analysis, to make you understand कि कैसे solve किया जाता है, क्या है. And so this is the new batch that we are launching by the name of Achieve IM. इसके classes अभी start हुए नहीं हैं. The classes are to start from 2nd of July. So you have ample amount of time to go through the platform. Platform पे जाके देखिए, understand what offerings we have, and yeah, I think बाकी तो फिर आप वहाँ पर जाके समझ ही लेंगे. And you know how we teach. You've seen us on YT, you've seen us on master classes as well. So this is again something. This is a batch that we are launching on a little bit of a public demand, क्योंकि a lot of you said that sir नया batch जब आएगा तब fresh से start करेंगे. So that's for this, and we'll be officially launching this on Monday. So I would recommend कि आप वहाँ पर भी रहें, so that you know क्या curriculum होगा, कैसे कब तक खत्म होगा, and what would be a part of the batch. What would be the timings
sir,
of the batch?
This would be the last full-fledged batch. इसके बाद crash course आएगा तो आएगा, right? This is last
correct. Yeah. Proper comprehensive batch यही होगा. उसके बाद तो then we'll be doing only crash courses. सर अब मतलब with 2-3 months in hand तो फिर crash course ही करना पड़ेगा. What would be the timings of this batch? Arya, since most of you guys are either working professionals or college-going graduates, all the classes have been planned in the evenings. Classes start from 6, go all the way till 11. Different days पे different schedule है, which you can see it on the platform itself. Yeah. So you can go for the pro subscription, right? The pro subscription की बात चल रही थी. Somebody had asked in the Q&A कि सर अगर मेरा CAT 25 नहीं होता है for some reason, तो क्या मेरे को फिर अलग से 26 के लिए भी बैच खरीदना पड़ेगा? So I think we've answered that with the help of the pro subscription. Pro subscription में you have something called CAT Assured, right? Which is so the pro subscription is right now at an offer of 14,999 on using this code core MBA. And CAT Assured जो है is something that will help you. This is like an insurance for you, right? कि अगर आपका let's say top 50 B schools जो यहाँ पर listed है, उनमें से कॉल आ जाता है या and you maintain 60% activity on the app, या फिर अगर आपका CAT 25 नहीं होता है for some reason and you are looking for a batch for CAT 26, then you don't have to look anywhere else. You get free access to CAT 26 also, and this is a part of the pro subscription. This is not in plus, this is in pro alone. ठीक है? For more difference between pro and plus, you can go through this slide. Yes, I leave this on for a while. You can go through this, and यहाँ पर एक नंबर भी है. If you want to give this a call for any queries, या अगर आपको हमारे काउंसलर से बात करना है, you can give this number a call. Yeah. This is for those people जो 26 की बात कर रहे थे, या सक्षम and others जो CAT 26 के बारे में पूछ रहे थे. So you can go for the prime subscription. अब आशीष सर, ऋतु मैम, नॉर्मली हम क्या देखते हैं कि मोस्ट इंस्टीट्यूट्स में जब नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट का बैच आता है तो वो ऐसा होता है कि आप 25 की क्लास में बैठ जाओ, उधर से कुछ सीख लो, फिर 26 का फ्रेश स्टार्ट करेंगे. यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं है. हियर विल बी हैविंग अ सेपरेट करिकुलम, सेपरेट शेड्यूल फॉर पीपल प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर 26, because we have that amount of time and we want to make proper use of that time. So we'll be giving a one-on-one thing यहाँ पर हो जाएगा आपका, because you'll be starting a little early, so you have good advantage over others, and we'll also teach you how to make use of that advantage to get maximum score in CAT and other management tests as well. Done. If there's any other thing, guys.
One question I can see on YouTube, a student Irfan has mentioned कि sir इस institute का, he has mentioned the name of an institute, उसका study material is up to the mark for practice. If you have downloaded it from Telegram, it is not, because what you have downloaded is hardly 10% of what they are offering. So technically it is not, but हाँ, as I said कि any coaching institute जो बहुत time से है, मतलब दे हैव देयर रिसोर्सेज इन प्लेस. तो यस, अगर आप फुल फ्लेजेड स्टूडेंट हो वहाँ के, तो हाँ, वहाँ का कोचिंग आपके पास मटेरियल भी पूरा होगा, आई एम असूमिंग दैट, एंड देन इट इज सफिशिएंट. बट इफ यू हैव डाउनलोडेड समवेयर फ्रॉम टेलीग्राम ना, तो वो अगर कैट प्रिपेयर करने वाले 100 स्टूडेंट है तो वो 200 बच्चों के पास है, 100 से ज्यादा बच्चों के पास है वो. दैट टेक्निकली इज नॉट सफिशिएंट. ओके, दैट इज नथिंग बट अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम.
So, and one more thing, and a lot of questions that I've been reading, there are all these questions that we've already answered in our sessions or on the videos. So I would strongly encourage all of you कि guys, आप हमारा channel जो है उसका please एक बार playlist section देखो, and उसका videos section भी देखो, because a lot of questions like regarding profile, regarding gap year, regarding a timeline, regarding is it sufficient or not.
That is gold.
Yeah.
Playlist section and video
दिखा
section
ही
is
देता
gold.
हूँ.
Yeah. So please go through this a lot, and those videos are also like, we don't, it's like just 5 minutes, 10 minutes just to answer your questions in a very crisp manner. And the videos are also mainly, we put these videos on also because जो हमारे comment section में जो frequent queries आते हैं, like like a formula book, as you can see, in one place, you have a vocabulary list in one place, you have important topics के concepts in one place. So sir display भी कर रहे हैं. So please आप इसको एक बार देखो, the video section, and you can also go through the playlists and live classes also. Make sure that you attend the live classes as much as possible. So I go live at 5 p.m. daily. Ashish sir goes live at 7 p.m. Amit sir goes live at 9 p.m. on YT. So please use this resource also judiciously.
मैम क्वांट में आई हैव डन स्क्रैच बैच इन डिटेल. उसके बाद टू पुट एक्स्ट्रा फोकस ऑन द इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शंस, अर्थमेटिक के ऊपर आई हैव डन प्रैक्टिस सीरीज ऑफ गुड क्वेश्चंस, अलजेब्रा के ऊपर अलग से प्रैक्टिस सीरीज ऑफ गुड क्वेश्चंस. आई कैन सी फॉर डीएलआर एज वेल स्क्रैच बैच में सर हैज कवर्ड द एंटायर concepts of DI and LR. उसके बाद Prodigy series में he has taken some real cat level questions. Elevate series है, then Ultimate. Right now Fearless series is going on. I will also urge you students कि आप लोग ना आया करो YouTube के सेशंस में, लाइव सेशंस में. Attend those sessions for couple of weeks. You will find कि आपका जो कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी है वो बहुत इंप्रूव हो गया है. आपके से क्वेश्चन निकल रहे हैं अभी. तो दैट विल आल्सो हेल्प, एंड दैट विल आल्सो हेल्प यू इन मेकिंग सम क्लियर डिसीजन. ओके, कि आगे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. तो आई वुड अर्ज यू स्टूडेंट्स कि आया करो, बिकॉज वी आर डूइंग दिस फॉर यू. एंड हम लोगों की, ऑल ऑफ अस हैज गॉट 12 प्लस इयर्स ऑफ टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस, so get benefited from that. We offer close to 35 years of teaching experience combined on the table. So now it's up to you कि आप लोग कितना grab कर सको उसमें. So come down to YouTube sessions. We'll talk about respective sessions में. Like you come to quant, so we'll talk about quant and tips
Yeah.
and tricks. Verbal में you'll come to, when you'll join verbal, तो मैम आपसे verbals की strategies बात करेंगे, what to follow, what resources not to follow. Same goes with DLR. So come down to YouTube sessions as well.
Okay, folks. So I think your
Yeah.
questions are done. I hope you guys, were enlightened today. We also had a really good time talking with you one on one.
Right.
फर्दर भी अगर आपके पास कोई भी डाउट्स होते हैं, क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, फील फ्री टू ड्रॉप देम ऑन आवर YT कमेंट्स, या यू कैन रीच आउट टू अस ऑन टेलीग्राम एज वेल.
Done, guys. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you in our live sessions. Bye bye.
Great day
Cheers,
ahead,
cheers,
guys.
folks. All the best.
Recording stopped.